This triple X-bow setup is straight up brutal, and no army is getting through this zone without burning a ton of spells. When you combine that with the Queen and a Tesla farm, it becomes one of the hardest hitting zones you'll face at Town Hall 10. And today, I've got a Town Hall 10 Hybrid Base that uses that exact setup to crush popular meta armies. I'm giving away 2 summer sceneries in both of my channels. You'll just have to subscribe to enter. Subscribe to my other channel in the description as well, so you have twice the chance of winning the scenery. Now, let's dive into the full base analysis of this Town Hall 10 base. So, starting off, this base is built around an anti-2-star design. And if you look at the core layout, there's nothing in there but air defenses, surrounded by high HP structures like storages, the town hall itself, and the triple X-bows. This core slows everything down. Dragons, especially, take longer to get through these buildings, which gives all the air defenses extra time to keep pounding away. That's already bad enough, but here's where it gets worse. Every air defense in this base is covered by the other 3. So when troops fly in, they're basically getting hit by 4 air defenses at once. That's just insane damage stacking on top of each other. Even if those air defenses get taken out early, the base still holds up strong. Why? Because we've got 3 other sections that deliver heavy DPS, and I'll explain those in a second. But first, let's talk about giant arrow value. We've designed this layout to make it tough to get multiple air defenses in one zap. The way the walls and trash buildings are placed forces the attacker to go for a diagonal giant arrow just to get any decent value. It's not straightforward at all. Now back to those 3 key sections of DPS. In one of the replays, you'll see the giant arrow takes 2 air defenses and the rest are zapped. But even then, the attack falls apart. The core reason: the double single-target Infernos and the triple X-bows. And it's not just about the Infernos and X-bows alone. We've also got the defensive Queen stacked in there, 4 Teslas and 2 Archer Towers all in the same section. This entire zone becomes a death trap. Dragons don't stand a chance, and neither do ground armies like Hybrid or P.E.K.K.A. spam. That section is simply built to shred everything. And here's another smart detail. Even if all the air defenses are cleared out by the giant arrow or zap spells, there's still no funnel. Usually in zap dragons, the spells serve a double purpose. Take out air defenses and set up a funnel. But here, all those buildings around the air defenses are storages, which can't be cleared by zaps. That means no funnel gets created, and dragons just scatter. Once they lose formation, they get picked off one by defenses, Teslas, and air traps. It's a mess for the attacker. Now moving on to ground attacks, let's talk Queen Charge Hybrid and P.E.K.K.A. spam. Single-target Infernos work beautifully against all of these. In a Queen Charge, the attacker has to use multiple spells just to keep the Queen alive when facing a single Inferno. If they're careless or late with the spell timing, she's done. And even when facing P.E.K.K.A. spam, the single-target Infernos stack massive value, chewing through the high HP troops quickly. Hybrid is no easier. We've placed giant bombs, spring traps, and splash defenses like bomb towers and wizard towers throughout the layout to deal with miners and hogs. The storages, again, play a big role here. Miners get slowed down while hitting them, which gives your defenses more time to deal damage. The hybrid troops just don't get the momentum they need. And that's why this base performs so well against all types of ground and air armies. Let's move into the defense replays so you can see this base in action. First up, we got Zap Dragons. The giant arrow gets 2 air defenses and the other 2 are zapped out. The dragons are then spammed in from the top side. Smart move, trying to avoid the heavy DPS section near the bottom. Initially, the core gets cleared, but as the dragons move into the back end, they get absolutely crushed. You'll see a full group of dragons wiped before they even take out a single defense. Even the Stone Slammer, which has high HP, gets shredded in seconds. The few dragons that are left just pick off some trash buildings. Clean defense. Next up, we have the Queen Charge Hybrid. the attacker Smarty sends in a blimp first to snipe the single Inferno. This saves up many spells on the Queen charge. Then the Queen even enters a low DPS area. Smart, because she barely needs any spells. But once the hybrid troops are dropped in, everything starts to fall apart. As they push into the Expo section, they're slowed down by Teslas, skeleton traps, and constant Expo fire. All the hogs go down quickly. There's no heal spell left even before they cross 2 compartment, and too much base remains. The miners can't even finish the next compartment. Fortunately, the attacker had an invisibility spell to sneak in the second star, but the base still wins. The next hit is classic dragons with no zaps. Dragons are spammed in from the 730 side, with the minion prince supporting. The attacker uses multiple freeze spells to hold off the high DPS zone early on. And the attack looks solid for a moment. But as soon as the dragons enter the Expo compartment, they get melted. The others split around the base and get some additional value. But as they get near the Expos, they get shredded by those defenses. Easy hold again. We have the P.E.K.K.A spam next. P.E.K.K.As are sent in from 730 with a wall breaker opening the path to the town hall. And the earthquake spells are used to open decor. Everything pushes into the core, but once inside, the P.E.K.K.As start to drop fast due to the heavy DPS from the Expo area. Some troops remain, but the back-end single Inferno finishes off what's left. That's exactly why single Infernos dominate the meta. They're the best answer to high HP troops. Next, we have Zap Dragon's hit. This time, the attacker comes in from the 1030 side. The Minion Prince uses his ability to try and slow down the Expos, but even then, that section is just too much. There's one air defense left in the core, and that single defense ends up being the MVP. It picks off the remaining air troops one by one. That one air defense alone shuts down the hit by clearing out too many dragons. Alright, that wraps up the base breakdown and replay showcase. If you're still pushing at Town Hall 10 and struggling to stop dragons, hybrid, or P.E.K.K.A spam, this layout is exactly what you need. The anti-funnel setup, core defense stack, and trap placements make it a nightmare for attackers. Copy the base link from the description, test it out in your own matches, and let me know how it holds up. Like the video if it saved you trophies, and subscribe for more high-performing hybrid bases like this every single week. And don't forget to join the giveaway on both channels. I'll catch you in the next one.